By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to add a list block in Softr and get it ready to display your dynamic data. The list block is one of the most powerful and commonly used elements in Softr because it lets you pull in records from an external data source, like Airtable or Google Sheets, and present them in a clean, organized list on your web pages. This is perfect for showing products, blog posts, event schedules, directors, or any collection of information you want your users to browse. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. To begin, open your preferred web browser and sign in to your Softr account. Make sure you have your login credentials handy, and once you're in, you'll land on the main dashboard. This dashboard is your command center, where you can see all of your existing applications. From here, you'll need to click on Applications in the left sidebar. This will display a list of all the apps you've built or are currently working on. Take a moment to find the specific application you want to edit and click on its name to open the app editor. The editor is where you'll make all your changes, so wait for it to finish loading fully before you do anything else. Loading times can vary depending on your internet connection and the complexity of your app, but it's important to be patient. Jumping ahead before the editor is ready can cause errors or make it hard to find the right tools. Once the editor has loaded, you'll see your app's page structure on the left and a live preview of your page in the center. Now you need to open the specific page where you want to add the list block. You can navigate between pages using the page tree or the top navigation bar. Click on the page you want to edit, and it will appear in the preview area. Next, scroll through that page to find the exact location where you'd like the new block to appear. This is where a little strategic thinking comes in handy. Think about where the list will be most useful for your users. For example, if you have a hero section at the top of your page, you might want the list block to appear right below it, so users can immediately start browsing content. Alternatively, if you have an introductory paragraph or a heading, placing the list after that can provide context before users dive into the records. The goal is to make the flow natural and intuitive. Once you've decided on the spot, move your cursor slowly between the existing blocks. You'll notice that as you hover, a faint blue line and a plus button labeled Add Block will appear. This is your cue that you can drop a new block there. Click that Add Block button, and a panel called the Block Library will slide open from the left side of the editor. This library contains every block type Softr offers, organized into categories like layout, content, dynamic, and more. Take a moment to browse the available block types so you understand the full range of possibilities. But for this tutorial, focus on the right side of the panel where the individual blocks are displayed. Look for the category labeled List. It might be under a broader section called Dynamic, or have its own heading depending on your version of Softr. Click on the List category to expand it. You'll now see several different list block layouts. Softr provides a variety of design options to suit different types of content. Some layouts include images, buttons, descriptions, or other design variations. For instance, you might see a simple text-only list, a list with thumbnails, or a card-style layout with more visual elements. The layout you choose should match the type of information you're displaying. If you're showing a directory of team members, a layout with profile pictures and names might work best. If you're listing blog post titles, a clean text layout could be more appropriate. Browse through them and click on the one that feels right for your project. After you click, Softr will automatically insert the block into your page at the exact location you selected. You'll see the block appear in the preview, and it will take a few moments to fully load as the editor processes the data source connection. At this point, you should see the newly added list block on your page. It will likely show placeholder content or sample data until you connect it to your actual data source. Don't worry about that for now. The important thing is that the block is successfully placed. A few tips to keep in mind as you work. Always place list blocks where users can easily browse your content. Avoid hiding them at the very bottom of a long page unless that's intentional. Choose a layout that matches the type of information you're displaying, because a mismatched design can confuse visitors or make your data harder to read. Leave enough spacing between blocks to keep your page clean and organized. Cramped pages feel overwhelming. If you need to adjust the position later, you can easily rearrange blocks by dragging them to a different spot in the editor. And finally, preview your app regularly to ensure the layout looks good on both desktop and mobile devices. Softr's responsive design is solid, but it's always smart to check. You've now successfully added a list block to your Softr application and prepared it for displaying your data. The next steps would be to connect it to your Airtable or Google Sheets source, configure which fields to show, and customize the styling to match your brand. With this foundation, you can build dynamic, data-driven pages that update automatically whenever your source data changes. If you need to revisit any part of this process, feel free to save this video or come back anytime. Thanks for watching and happy building.